Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. I am going to be doing my January 2025 perfume tray. We're getting started a little late because I got sick at the end of December up until just the past couple days ago. I started feeling better. So let's go ahead and get started with my least worn fragrance for the month, which is going to be YSL's Libre Le Parfum. I think I have finally made the decision to declutter this one. The ginger note in here is just too strong for me. If it wasn't for that, it would be perfect. It's deeper, it's richer, it's got the added, I believe, honey and saffron notes in there. It actually is a very beautiful fragrance. The only thing that's bothering me is the ginger. So I wore it once and that's all I could really focus on the entire day of the wear. But the performance is great. The sillage is good. If you like ginger, you like that kind of spice and kick that it adds to fragrances, I do recommend getting your nose on it to see if you like it, but it's just not for me because the ginger is so strong. The next one is actually my most worn for January, and this is Dior's Poison Girl. This is the EDP. I love this fragrance, and I reached for it a lot. It's just warm, it's rich, it's sexy, it's mysterious. It has decent performance and sillage. It could be better for the price tag, but I really love this. This is great for when I'm just chilling at home. I will continue to wear this all until it starts to get too hot for it anymore. Then I also have this Ellis Brooklyn Après. I'm considering keeping it on my tray for January because it is getting even colder. December was quite nice here. Actually, it was colder, but it wasn't freezing. And it is now starting to get a little bit cooler. And this is a really great one for cooler months. It just makes you think of like a really ritzy ski lodge. And I mixed it. I actually wore this quite a few times. I was really proud of myself. And I mixed it a couple of times with BR 540. It was a really nice combo. So I might add that to January's tray. Next, I have Love by Kilian. Actually, this one I might have only worn once. I feel like I wore it twice. And I really love this fragrance, but I'm discovering I like it more when it's slightly warmer out. I don't know why. Maybe the heat just helps all the notes open up. So it was nice. I enjoyed it, but I've noticed when it's warmer is when I tend to actually want to reach for this more often. So I got a wear or two out of it. I'll revisit in the spring. Next, we have also Kilian. This is Angel Share. This is one I've had on my tray, I think, since October. I did it like October to November, December. I really wanted to give myself some time to really wear it. And I did get quite a few wears out of it doing it that way. Now I'm starting to have a teeny tiny little dent in there. This is warm, boozy, cinnamon, maybe some tonka bean, vanilla, I'm not sure. I don't remember all the notes in here. It smells fantastic. It's just one I don't think to reach for on my own, but with the wears I did get out of it in the fall, I am going to keep it in my collection for now and see if I can do as well or better in 2025 with this fragrance. If I don't, then I'll revisit decluttering it. Next here is MFK's Grand Soir. This is so good. This is an amber vanilla fragrance. It's very luxe, smells very classy and fancy. I wore this a couple of times, and this is one of the fragrances. When I first smelled it, I thought it was too masculine for me. And once you get it on your skin and it settles and it warms up and mixes with your body chemistry, everybody's skin is different, but on me, the kind of masculine vibe really mellows out, and it just becomes this warm, ambery, and then the vanilla starts to come through and subtly sweet fragrance. It's really beautiful and not something I think I would wear like every day, which is why I got the smaller size. But it is great for when you want to maybe go out somewhere fancy and just feel really elegant. It is perfectly unisex. And again, you have to kind of see how it plays on your skin chemistry. But I did get a couple wears out of this, and I'm really glad to have it in my collection. Next is Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. I wore this actually a few times and love it. It smells so good. Kayali really knows how to do a vanilla fragrance. And vanilla fragrances were always something I kind of poo-pooed. I like the note of vanilla in my fragrances, but just a straight up vanilla fragrance was not something that I was interested in. But this one's so good. It's rich, it's deep, it's sexy. You know, the vanilla is great. It's very kind of grown up smelling. It's not like the Bath and Body Works warm vanilla sugar. I think that's what it's called. And then obviously there's patchouli in there. So not a safe blind buy, but definitely one I recommend smelling, even if you're not sure how you feel about vanilla and patchouli fragrances. I just find it to be very delectable. Next I have Musk Noir Rose Narcissus by Narciso Rodriguez. Excuse me, I'm still a little fuzzy. And this is a fragrance I've had in my collection for maybe almost 2 years now. I love this one. I actually didn't wear it that much, I think because I was in the mood for a heavier scent. I put it on my tray to give me something light and easy to wear if I was ever in the mood for it. And that didn't happen too often. I did wear it a couple of times, but I was more than happy to reach for my heavier fragrances. But I love this. It's obviously with rose, it's musk, there's plum in here, there's vanilla. This is one I get compliments on, and this is such an easy reach fragrance. I really, really enjoy it. Not a safe blind buy. This is the only fragrance from the house so far that I've smelled that I've really liked and would consider repurchasing this once this bottle runs out. And the last one on my tray is Tom Ford's Fucking Fabulous. This is one of my favorite fragrances. It has leather, I believe clary sage. What else is in here? I can never remember. The note structure is very interesting. It's woody, but I find it to be very intoxicating. I love this one. And this is another one I get compliments on when I wear it. I wore it out somewhere, and my friend, again, as soon as he smelled it, like, ooh, you smell so good. So I love this one, and I really need to reach for it more because I'll see it and be in the mood for it, but then feel like maybe it's not the occasion to wear it for some strange reason. And any time is a great occasion. It's great for dressing up. It's great for dressing down. Not a safe blind buy, though, and you do have to like leather fragrances because the leather in here, while I find it to be smooth and well done, it smells like leather, which I like, but that's not for everybody. Okay, so let's move on to what I'm going to be putting onto my tray for January 2025. It is mostly going to consist of fragrances that were on my chopping block video. I'm giving them one last kind of go round to see if I want to declutter, and I think a lot of them are going to go. I've been in a big declutter mood. I've even got some makeup declutter videos coming. I just want to get everything out that I'm not actively enjoying and using consistently. So the first one that's going to go on my tray is Giorgio Armani C Fiori. This is a very pretty fragrance. There's nothing wrong with it. I like the way it smells. I just don't reach for it. So giving it one last chance. The next one I have here is Lancome, and this is Oud Bouquet. This is rose, like a really jammy rose, praline. There's saffron, and obviously woody notes in here. This is a beautiful fragrance. And this is one that I don't reach for that often, unfortunately. And it's very potent. It's very strong. You only need a spritz or two. I wish when I had purchased it, they had the like 70 ml version of it because I would have gotten that instead. But all I could get at the time was the 100 ml. I don't want to let it go because I really do enjoy it. but I just don't reach for it that often because, again, it's so dense and heavy, and there's not too many places I'm going that can kind of handle that scent profile. Actually, next, let me do this little one. This is a scent box, and this is Delina by Parfum de Marly. I had this on my tray before. I meant to finish it up and completely forgot, so it's got to get finished up this month. Just going to toss that in the corner. So next I have by Gurlain. This is Gourmand Coquin. And I bought this from the fountain shop they have. I believe it's somewhere in France. I can't remember. Oh, this smells really good. This is what every time I go to sniff it, I really enjoy it. But when I spritz it, maybe it's the chocolate note. I've discovered that chocolate in fragrances is not something that I enjoy. But it's developed so much since I first gotten it. And I want to give it another chance and see if I'm actually going to wear it and enjoy it. And if not, I'm going to let it go because I know there's somebody out there that I could pass this along to that is actually going to love it and wear it and get some use out of it. I don't want it just sitting around getting dusty. The next one that's going on my tray is going to be from Moresque, and this is Seta. And this is a warm, spicy vanilla fragrance. And it smells really nice. The performance, when I first got it and first tried it, wasn't fantastic. The bottle is what sucked me in. The bottle is stunning, and I would keep it just for that. But I'm trying not to do that anymore. But I thought January would be a good month for it because it is a very nice, warm, cozy scent. And I do have a little itty bitty baby dent in it, but I want to see if I'm going to wear it some more. If I get some good wears out of it this month, it can stay. This is one that's going on my tray, but this is not on the chopping block. This is not leaving my collection. Even if I wasn't going to wear it, this is something either my dad or my boyfriend would steal from me. This is so good. So this is Parfum de Marly. This is Herod. This is warm, it's boozy, tobacco, cinnamon. This is a really yummy fragrance. It is unisex, leaning a little masculine, but not so that women can't wear it. I think this smells very, very good on women. And I just haven't reached for it much, so I wanted to give it some love in January. Put that over there. Another one on the chopping block, and again, I'm pretty certain it's going to go. This is Armani Prive. This is Rouge Malachite. And this is a tuberose fragrance, and it smells beautiful. I love the way it smells. But when I put it on my skin, it likes to play with my emotions because sometimes I'll just get the white florals and the amber and a little bit of like that green note, and it smells good. And then other times I get this note in here that I have recently figured out to me smells like coconut. And that's all I can smell the whole time I'm wearing it. And this is a performer. So this is something that once I put it on, I just have to endure it if the coconut smell decides to come through. And so for that, I just don't reach for it because I don't like the way coconut smells on my skin most of the time. And that creamy vibe that this fragrance gives off, it doesn't have coconut listed in there. It could be some other note or just some combination of the notes in there. But yeah, I don't like that on my skin. It smells fine from the bottle. It smells fine on other people, but on my skin, it gets a little tickly, I think, on the back of my throat. Another one that I have here that's been on the chopping block is Tom Ford Jasmin Rouge. And this is a beautiful, warm jasmine, very photorealistic jasmine. It smells like fresh jasmine fragrance. It's a little bit soapy. There's, I believe, also maybe clary sage or lavender or something like that in here. Very aromatic. It's a beautiful fragrance, but it's one that I don't reach for as much as I'd like, despite the fact that I like the way it smells. So last chance, because again, I don't want it just sitting in my collection gathering dust. If someone else I know is going to get more enjoyment out of it than I will. The next one I'm putting on my tray is Kayali Lovefest Burning Cherry. This was actually on one of my trays in the fall. No, in the summer, end of the summer, I think maybe in August, because I always got the impression from the promos that it was supposed to be a summer fragrance. But to me, that's not what it was giving. It's woody, it's deep, it's almost got an apple cinnamon vibe to it, even though it very much smells like black cherry. It smells like fall and winter to me, maybe a little bit of spring. So I tried it out in the summertime and I didn't like it. It smelled fine. It didn't like choke me out or anything, but I just didn't like wearing it in the summertime. So I wanted to put it on my tray in the cooler weather and get some wears out of it. It's one that I really enjoy. It's a really gorgeous cherry wood fragrance. And I'm running out of space in my little tray here. I'm going to have to reorganize this. And the last one that's going on my tray for January is Byredo, and this is Bal d'Afrique. And this is one that I had on my tray last summer. And I'm just putting it on my tray this month because I want to test it out in the cooler weather and see if this is like a year-round type of scent profile. But it's floral, there's violet, there's other florals in here. There's some citrus, I believe. It's really beautiful. And I'm kind of curious to see if it's strong enough to hold up to cooler temperatures. Okay, so here is my January 2025 perfume tray. I'm looking forward to giving some of these one last hurrah before I see if they leave my collection. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.